Hello. Welcome to In the Know with Riantino. Today I am with Sri and Yes. Every single time I start this episode, I have to do this. I don't know why that. The yes. Macam.
No, actually you need a lot of fillers. Yeah, it's a lot of fillers to like complete the sentence.
So this
Hi.
Okay, today what are we going to be talking about? I noticed that you guys had some preparation before this recording session. Yes,
Preparation. We're just like discussing what we've been through over the weeks. I think Sri went through quite a bit with her client. Yeah,
and it's all about getting the right house, getting the right home.
Okay, so today we'll be talking about purchasing a property. After you after you sell your property or you want to buy your first home lah. So we'll talk about the struggles that we as real estate agents face, as well as we can put in our own concerns lah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us have our own properties, and we do face our own challenges when we began. But Sri, what did you want to share, Sri? Let me throw you under the bus here and start off. What did you want to share, Sri?
No, I just want to Actually, I have this one client of mine.
janganlah gitu sangat.
Aku dah lama buat podcast ni.
Yes.
Okay, no. It's just one of the challenges that may happen if you actually purchasing a home with proximity grant.
Okay.
Being your parents, using the proximity grant because you are purchasing with your parents.
Yep.
Okay.
So
your client is buying with the parents,
correct.
not near lah.
Not near, it's with.
Okay.
So indirectly, you are not only looking at one client itself, but as well as their parents. And with that generation gap, right, you will have a different kind of vibe.
Oh, I never thought of that.
You didn't thought of it until we really, we go from one house to another house for the good, I don't know, 3-4 months, and they still cannot get a house that they like. At one glance that the parents will like it, but the daughter may not like, or the other vice versa. So it's really hard to get both into the same kind of frequency. All like the house.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at our homes because like a lot of homes right now, they renovate their house, sure need to have like one home office that kind. But then our parents' generation, they'll be like, why the hell did you demolish one room or one wall just to make an office? It's so stupid, but that's their generation, So our generation right now, we want a space to be able to work out of.
Correct.
So in a way, you're saying too many chefs spoil the broth or soup.
Whichever lah.
Spoil the lemak cili padi.
Sop kambing also can.
Cannot
But I feel that. Okay, so because in my case, let's just talk about my personal case. So as everyone in the whole wide world knows, whole wide world know that I like selling my house and I'll be getting a house, and my intention is to bring my mother with me. So, but bringing my mother with me at this point of time, I'm not using the proximity grant lah. But she still has a property, but in the long term, she definitely will be staying with me because she's letting go of her house. So having said that, what I had to go through is to also ensure that my mom is comfortable with the place. So my mom's concerns will definitely be different lah. Like the area, how you going to come home at night, how she's still a mother no matter what, right? So dia fikir pasal anak-anak dia, how to come home at night, how the grandchildren will come home later, because we have no plans. We haven't planned properly whether it's going to be like another 5 years or we're going to stay long term. We have to be prepared for any situation, right?
Yeah, of course.
So the plan is always to see long term. Any short term exit definitely will be the best lah. But my mom has been very nice and very how do you call it? Very accommodating. Ya Allah, kesian. So she's very accommodating. So she said, no. At the end of the day, it's what you want. It's what because I'm not buying with her name. I'm buying with my name only. So she always said it's always up to what you have, what you can buy, and what you both like lah. So she's very sweet and nice in that sense. So I cannot imagine if any other, like for yourself, your client's case, they have to bring a parent in who have completely different mindset of a home.
Yep.
Macam
Yep.
me and my husband, we know any house can be a home. But for some people, a home is really where she really like the place there and then. Kau tak?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different ball game.
Correct lah.
Kalau
It's totally different.
the
Yeah,
family have different
correct.
set of thinking.
Like some parents like I die want to have this in my home, although they are not buying, and then it just adds a lot of pressure on the
Yeah. I mean, it's
on the
okay
buyer.
for their opinion to be there. Pasal I feel that people still want their parents' rest too, right? Like they
Correct.
want the blessings, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine to actually listen, but at the same time, with the current market conditions, where the prices,
the choices aren't
Limited.
a lot, you know. So
limited.
it's, I mean, yeah, okay, you want to have more than like, you want to check all the boxes, right?
Yeah.
There's a very easy, there's a
Oh,
very
salah.
easy solution.
Increase your budget.
Increase your budget lah. Pay more money lah.
Not easy if you don't have it lah.
That's the thing.
No, I'm not saying that if you don't have it, you don't buy. No. I'm saying that it's not easy
Yeah,
if you don't
it's
have the
definitely
budget.
not,
So
yeah.
the situation that you're in, current market conditions, we have the ethnic quota to talk about. Right? Especially for me, which I'm going through, I'm
Yeah.
looking to buy to a certain area where ethnic quota applies. Which means certain, like for my race, I cannot buy a lot of units. Yeah, so which means my options are limited. So limited, and then look around. You have to be very patient, and they have extension which you cannot give. Then your choices become limited again,
Yeah.
right? So there's a lot more of other factors that can really make or break.
I mean, okay lah, that's the area that you want to live in lah. I mean, yeah lah, there are certain areas that are affected by EIP, but then, you know, if you stay in like Gimo, you sure no problem. You sure can buy one. But then like the area you're talking about, predominantly maybe like Tampines.
Yes.
Pasir Ris.
Yes. So those
east
two
lah.
areas, I
Yeah.
tell you, oh my god, I can love the unit to the core, but then
Cannot buy.
sorry,
Sorry.
not eligible.
Yeah.
Why I'm okay? Cannot say.
I mean, it's not only you, because all other buyers also face the same thing.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
all
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that
yeah.
that particular areas is definitely affected
Yeah.
by you.
Yeah. It's until to an extent that, hey, really from the expected budget that you wanted to spend, right? And if you really love the house, and then it's like, wow, add another 10, add another 10,
that's why.
add another 10. And then you're looking at what? COV, 30K, 40K. Like I recently sold, me and Isa, we sold a property, COV was about 60K, 70K.
Oh my goodness. But was the condition okay?
Yeah, it's a good condition.
Oh,
But
okay lah.
Here's the thing, at 70K, you can renovate your house very nice.
To your own preference.
To your
Yeah.
own preference. Not taking over someone else's one and make do and making do, you know. So bringing into the topic of buying COV, right? Like with COV, your thing is worth it not?
Okay, so I had an experience where it is fully renovated, but like you said, it's not up to your taste, because I don't understand this. I mean, it's preference, where the master bedroom toilet, they bring out the sink, so they have a dry area and a wet area, but it takes up the space inside the room lah.
Correct.
Because I need a study area or a work area inside the room also. So when I saw that, I'm like, it's fully renovated, but I'll have to bring this back in and then hack this part. So there will still be works to do.
Yeah.
And it's at like 50K COV. So you ask me whether it's worth it to do? Wah, then I don't think so lah, because and that unit somehow they hack the fourth bedroom, and my criteria is I need the fourth bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to bring it up. I have to
Okay.
move the TV area and all. It
Then not worth
still
it lah.
works, what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it really depends on, like you said, whether you like that renovation or not. If not, you have to fork out another bit of a month for renovation.
But on the other hand, I do have one client previously. They paid for 50K COV.
Okay.
And in the end also, they renovated the house.
Huh? Okay.
Because they paid the COV for the location.
Okay.
So
that
it's
means-
subjective lah. to
so
what
the
extent.
location is a non-negotiable for them.
Correct.
lah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's quite true, because
Yeah.
I just served a client at Jurong. Okay, this client is really God sent. Okay, why do I say that? She contacted me, right? And then I met her she contacted me on Friday, on the same week lah. I can't remember which day exactly, Friday. I met her on Saturday. I did out all her calculations. She already had her HFE. So that was brilliant lah. So she was very prepared. So on Sunday, we went to view a unit. On that particular Sunday, we closed it.
Wow. 3 days only leh.
What?
So I'm like, so I told her, no, come, let's go and view more units. Like you have to be really sure. No, I want this because my mom is here, my sister is here, and it's with COV. Which I feel like, don't know. Because as agents, we don't want you to pay COV what.
Yeah.
But I told her this is going to be this amount of COV, and then you have to do massive cleaning.
Yeah.
But renovation, no need to do so much. If you're okay with timeless renovation. Yeah, a timeless renovated unit. So she die one. So I'm like, okay lah. You really want I already tell you COV is there. I tell you that you need to do cleaning. You need to, because it's not a Malay house, right? Like a Malay Muslim house. You need to do everything. We have some requirements, right? So she like, die one. So I'm like, that is really God sent in that sense.
Alhamdulillah.
Syukur.
Amin.
Kalau semua gitu bagus
Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Wah, meet on Friday. Talk on discuss some more on Saturday. Sunday semua tutup.
So I tell you, it really depends on your client. Like you said, you cannot check all the boxes.
If you want an agent just as fast as Fat, contact her now.
But I'm not forcing you to buy whatever you don't want.
She forced you. You better buy this one 50k CV.
No.
Nah, just kidding.
No. I don't force. You sign is because you want to sign. If you don't like it, come. There's 1 month. Lah. We go cari rumah together. Which we have all experienced before, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Funny sekali imagine like you zoom in, she's signing OTP, smiling off. Then you zoom out with a knife.
Sign.
POV.
Sign that, okay?
Gila. I didn't do that. CEA don't come for me.
Yeah, of course not lah. Siao lah. I mean, I've also had that situation. One day viewing, one day kena. Yeah. Like a few times.
Really? Rezeki.
Until like, come on, let's view some more.
Like you like doubt yourself for a little while. Just split second.
View some more. Don't just narrow yourself down on this, because sometimes we do have some buyers who like really tunnel vision into that one unit. Die the rest the one, although the other buyers might be better buy. But if the buyer really know what they want, then what to do? We can't be like forcing the fella.
True.
At the end of the day, more or less, they already know what they want.
Yep.
They already do their homework where they want to go. So that's why it's very fast and quick.
I'd rather you do that. That means they know their criteria. They have set their criteria. Like one of my posts, I said, set your criteria. If you want a location, stick to that. If your buying decision solely relies on price, then we'll look at that. But don't look at location. We have to look at where your price point is lah. But some people, it's human nature. I can't blame them. Price point, yes, that's an important factor. And then let's say your location, you you want Bedok. But then we see 3 months in suddenly, Jurong.
Why?
It happens. It happens. It happens.
Like for example, the one that I recently had also, initially they're looking for Tampines also, because their child is living around the area. Their mother is living around the area, so they wanted that. But eventually, after we look for Tampines, it's so hard, not eligible, and then we tried to. It is a bidding war, which they don't want to pay so much for, like for COV wise. So we cari, and then eventually suddenly they change to, let's just go to Payo lah, because my son is there. And like, that's a very two different location.
Correct.
But then they are willing to adjust their expectations, because when they realize it's too hard for them, we can wait. But I think they also want to settle this as quick as possible lah, because they also sold their house already. So you must also be open to adjusting your expectations. That's one. Another thing is, if you really buy into COV, right, and the price is very high, you must be prepared. What is your exit plan?
Correct, your break even and everything.
So if you buy now at a very high price, when you want to exit the next 5 years, whether or not you will do it, that's a separate story lah.
Yep.
But you have to plan for it. If you don't plan for it, how much can you sell at that time? For example, you buy a 4-room at 800. How much you gonna sell when you want to exit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
exactly.
can appreciate, but what,
Oh,
800?
yeah.
Then you want to sell 850 ah?
Yeah. 850 then
Yeah, that who's gonna buy? I mean, there will be people who's going to buy, but do you think there will be a huge demand, and market conditions might not be in this current situation for the longest time lah.
Yeah,
We may
true.
never know when is a cyclical downward that will
Correct.
come, right?
True,
Yeah.
true.
Especially those old estates and
Yeah, decaying leaves.
Yeah. I mean, but Toa Payoh is pretty hot place, no? Like amongst certain races.
Yep.
If it were a Malay or Indian buyer in Toa Payoh, I'm sure it's very easy to buy lah.
Yeah.
It's very, very easy. But if you were to, let's say, be a Chinese and try to find a place in like Toa Payoh, Bishan,
Yeah,
Ang Mo
that would be
Kio,
hard
then you'll
So it's a flip side lah.
Yeah,
It's the opposite of like
Pasir
the
Ris,
east,
Yeah,
Pasir
yeah.
Ris, Tampines.
But so my point is it far-fetched though? Like if let's say you buy 800, in 5 years time you sell 900. Is it far-fetched to you right now according to what we've experienced for the past 4 or 5 years being a real estate agent? You think far-fetched to, let's say, sell it for 1 million?
For Toa Payoh, it really depends. If it's a decaying lease,
Okay, let's say it's not so decayed lah. Not say those like
the newer ones
slightly newer ones, you know, maybe 10 years on the 10 years I have gone by.
Possible because
Possible?
especially Toa Payoh, you know that area is kind of highly sought after. But when you're talking about the racial groups that could buy because of the ethnic quota, not saying about anything else, because of the ethnic quota, your pool of buyers are smaller. So you must remember your pool of buyers can be smaller, and also for you to exit at 1 million, not a lot of people are going to buy a 1 million property.
But then like I see news article every left, right, center, this
Correct.
one 1 million, that one 1 million.
Correct.
I also want
Yeah. So that's the thing. You cannot speculate.
Yeah.
So when these articles come out about the 1 million property, it still doesn't make up the biggest percentage of the HDB resale.
Yeah, of course.
Right? It
Yeah.
still makes the smallest percentage. So if you want, you can be part of that small percentage lah, but you have to be very prudent in how you pay your mortgage while you're moving towards that 5 years and moving
So-
when you buy into it lah.
Correct. So this is one of the things that I always like to tell my clients. If you can afford to pay for your mortgage in cash or half of it in cash, you do so much better in the long run because of accrued interest.
Yeah.
Like I do the calculations for them, comparing paying half in cash and fully in CPF. So in 5 years time, you realize your break-even price for the one that paid fully in CPF is going to be a lot higher than the one paying half in cash. And not many people like, because they want to take it like easy now, you know, because it's the easy way out.
Yeah.
But I understand some of my buyers pay fully in CPF their first year, second year. I get it because you have to pay a lot for renovation. You're starting your first home, a lot of things you need to buy. You need more cash. I get it. But once you got the expendable cash, right, and let's say you've already done investments already, why not pay your mortgage half in cash?
Half
right?
in cash,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It would, and just think of it as like a forced savings plan, apa. Like once you sell the property, all this cash that you put in will be returned in cash. So you don't have to worry with hey, what the hell? Like, you know, sometimes those stories, auntie, uncle say, oh, you put in money, go straight away, go CPF, you cannot touch already. Oh, it's not. Like CPF, your mortgage, if you pay in cash, it comes back in cash, not CPF.
I think we need to understand that okay, so this whole thing about paying in CPF is really, really relatable because that's the unfortunate thing. Living in Singapore, expenses are very high. So it's a tool, right?
Yep.
So we use it as a tool to finance our housing mortgage. It's nothing wrong. Like it's not that we are saying that you have to pay all in cash and you don't provide food for your family. right?
Yeah,
Just because you don't want the accrued interest. If you have to, then you got to.
Yes.
So be it. But be very prudent.
Yeah.
Correct.
Always be in touch with how much you have used, because this is the only way you can retire in comfort, right?
Yeah.
To grow your CPF savings, which can help you when you have turned 65 and above, which you can get the monthly cash out.
Yeah, which is like a common misunderstanding in Singapore, like this CPF thing, right? Like everyone thinks, oh, it's government take my money. It's not.
No.
It's your money.
Yeah.
It's just that you can't take it now.
Yeah,
That's it.
They don't see it yet lah.
Yes,
That's why.
because especially the younger generation, maybe the like 30s, 40s, they are not so, how to say, financially advised. Financial, yeah, I guess so. They always have the same thing. Oh, this one government money. It's not. You have not seen an elderly person who is behind on their mortgage payment. They owe a lot of money to HDB. After they sell and then top up their retirement account, CPF, everything, they get like 200,000 in their pocket. You have not seen those people. You have not heard of those people. We have helped those clients before.
We did.
We have seen how much easier their lives get after with the help of CPF.
Yeah.
And their house is fully paid. What else they want to worry about? Nothing really.
Yeah.
And they still get cash. Goes 3 months cruise straight away. So lah, I mean CPF. Right now our job here is, our mother father used to say
Can you say mother father nicely?
our mother and father.
Yes.
Not very good. Our mother and father last time say
I felt so assaulted.
our mother and father last time, our parents said like, work hard now, play
For
later.
the later.
I mean, this also applies to.
I mean, this is very applicable to Singapore lah.
Yeah.
Our living expenses so high, but there are tools that are set aside for you if you let it work for you lah.
You just
exactly.
need to know how and when to use it.
Yeah, correct. I mean, CPF, I don't know lah. A lot of people keep on saying this one government money. Like I keep on repeating this government money, but you know how easy it is that we have this CPF.
Correct.
Like we got it so easy, like compared to other countries. Like, dude.
Actually, if I'm not wrong, we are the top 5 or no, so we're seventh in ranking. Correct me if I'm wrong.
For
I stand
home ownership.
corrected for our pension scheme
Okay,
in the world. So I feel that that's a very strong thing to have lah. Because aging population is real in Singapore, especially.
It is.
We are really going towards aging population. That's why they're increasing our population by 6 million in I think 2027 or whatsoever lah. I cannot remember the numbers correctly. So there's a reason why the pension scheme is very important, the retirement scheme, because eventually there are people in certain age groups that do not have younger kids to take care of them. So this is very important, and it helps the sandwich generation. We are the sandwich generation, right? We take care of our parents, we take care of our kids. So for us to learn this, then it helps us when we want to retire eventually.
I eat a lot of sandwich. But I mean, okay, wow, we digress like crazy.
We cover like almost all the topics.
From
This one
one
can
point to
use
one
for
point.
can use for like
I think
2-3 weeks.
episodes. What digress? The digression is
It's
real. We're going back to buying, but the whole reason why we spoke about CPF and being prudent is also ties into your purchase. You know, like the topic of buying high, right? Because now the difficulties of buying property now is that the property prices are really soaring. And an article just came out, right, by Business Times that places like Hong Kong, Australia, Singapore, into 2025, their prices are set to increase due to low interest rate and all these things. So I always say this to my clients also. Another one, guess what it is?
What?
The best time to buy property
Is yesterday.
was yesterday. Yeah. And then always one more saying. I just
Then
wanted
what's the
to
next
one
best
more
time?
saying. One more saying. If I know tomorrow is going, the property prices are going to increase or decrease, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm a fortune teller.
Oh, Actually, right, the best time to buy property was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
It's evident in the 6 new launches where everyone rushed to buy.
Yeah.
Because they know that the interest rate might decrease now.
Correct.
Yeah.
But after the recent Trump's election where he won, they are speculating that it might go up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when everyone rushed to buy within the 6 new launches, right? You can tell what they also know the best time to buy was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't wait for the next big event to happen.
Yeah.
Because then it will be too late already. You'll be left behind. Yeah.
I don't know lah. Every time I look at property news and the property prices of new launches and everything, right, I always think about certain people. You know, I'm not trying to say they are bad or whatever. I always think about certain people and I say, oh, property market in Singapore now is a bubble. And it will burst and the prices will drop. And this was during like COVID time. Now I just want to say, where?
Where's the bubble?
Where drop? Where? You tell me lah, where drop?
Now you bubble me,
In fact, it goes up and up since COVID.
Yes, come on, man. Last
And it's
time,
too competitive.
exactly.
Bidding war starts to kill it
Yep.
for all those hot places.
Yep.
Wow.
Like, wow. I think I've shared this before. Like, I have 2 clients. They stay the exact same cluster. One this block, the other that block. The difference is they bought at different times. I think it was like 1.5 years apart difference. The difference in price, my goodness. I was like, yo, what the?
Yeah. So even for like new launches, what if you buy at launch, it's different price, and then after a certain period of time, still within the launch period, they increase the price already.
Yeah.
So
Demand supply.
So it always goes back to
Demand and supply.
yes, your basic econs. I aced my econs last time.
This proof.
I aced my home economics lesson. Hey, really no. Don't play. It's evident from my size, right? Anyways, like Pasir Ris 8, 2,000 per square foot. Everyone's like, wow, siao 2,000 for Pasir Ris. Now?
You find lah anything that's 2,000
Cannot
only.
find already.
Now
You fine.
Fine lah.
Fine.
You
Then you
fine.
tell me.
Exactly.
Sekali ada.
Sekali 4-5. This one what? They say sorry lah. We meant
General.
We meant fine and show us lah. We never say anything what.
No, like new launch. New
new launch
launch. You
cannot,
try and find one anything below 2. You cannot one. If have also, you know
Good
that
for
one.
you.
Good for you lah. Really good for you. Kudos to you and your agent for finding that. But okay. Again, digression, very realization. Okay. What the hell were we talking about?
Buying has become very high.
Yes, correct. I mean, so the price difference between a certain amount of years at the exact same location, it's gonna be a major difference lah, really. Sri, you look like you had something to add on to the conversation. What was it?
It's just that as a buyer, you really need to know how to contain to your apa tu perasaan apa?
Emotions. Contain your emotions.
Contain your emotion because confirm you will have the ups and downs, the excitement, the anxiety.
Wait. You said the excitement.
Basically it's all the ups and downs of the emotion.
I'm not done yet.
It's a good laughter, man.
And you must understand, we were under the hot sun just now, doing a lot of work.
Sure,
You give
sure.
her,
So
we
we
give
need
her
some-
some credits.
Sure. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tak ikhlas je, bro.
Okay, yes. The excitement of buying a property.
Correct.
So you have to maintain your composure and think logically lah.
Sometimes you like the house, then you know the price is like that, then you have to accept lah, you know.
Yeah.
Like you just check, you need to check all the boxes, then suddenly all the price go out. Of course, it makes sense mah.
But now also, okay, let's say, how would you advise someone selling their BTO, right? Their objective is to make as much money as I can while I'm still young through property. And then I'm going to retire at 65 or whatever. My children will... They'll be adults lah by then. Okay? They're parcel already lah. Whatever they want to do, they do. But what would you advise someone to do?
You want to do it? I would say take the opportunity to increase your net asset value. Why? Because your BTO is really, you buy, okay, during our time, the BTO that we bought for is under 400. Now it's everything above already, right? Like at this point of time onwards when you buy your BTO. But those who bought their BTO earlier, which is like 400 plus only, they're still okay. There's some who bought at 300 plus. This is the first pot of gold. You have to increase your net asset value into the next asset class, which is your private property. Why? Because this is the first time that you can have this cash flow. This cash flow to finance for your loan, your 5%, and then your CPF is refunded back. You will have enough to finance your 20% CPF down payment.
Okay.
Right? And then your loan, I'm sure when you had your BTO, for that first 5 years, you would have worked on to get better pay, to get better salary, or you would have like increment in your pay on a yearly basis, and you can get loan at the 75% loan with your 55% TDSR and whatsoever.
Sure.
Right? So when else do you think you get to do this? Firstly, your loan is going to get lesser as you age also.
Yep.
So if you don't do it now while you're young, then definitely. But that is only if your priority is really to make money lah.
Yeah.
But if like you have a growing family, your family is too big, and the private property prices is not within your budget, then don't force it, don't push it. Later you say I very bad.
Force people to buy.
Got the
only,
knife behind.
Got a knife behind the OTP.
Tak, kalau tak nak.
Yeah. No lah, the key word here is prudent lah.
Prudent,
Ultimately, in every single purchase, like regardless whether you want to make money or not, right? Or your only concern is your family. The main keyword here is always prudent. So your comment is to move up to a higher asset class, which is condo. Okay, now freehold or 99 years.
Oh my god, we just did this debate.
Yeah, freehold or 99 year.
Okay, basically people will buy freehold for one main purpose, which is usually for legacy. They want to pass down generations and so forth, and they don't want to think about the lease decay and so forth lah. But at the end of the day, there are also cases where leasehold actually brings up the entire value more than a freehold, depending on the development itself.
Yeah.
Which we will not talk so much about here
Okay.
But personally, if you ask me, if you can go for a freehold at the leasehold at the price of freehold, or the freehold at the price of freehold, at the end of the day, boils down to your needs. To what is your exit plan? You need to know when to exit and what's your plan next. You don't buy for the purpose of just buying. Oh, I want to be because my whole circle of friends are buying. You cannot do that lah.
So in summary, the key consideration here when you are buying your property, especially for condos or what, and choosing between 99 years or freehold, is your criteria. It is your objective. Your objective to me lah, if I may add on, if your sole purpose is to make money, then it should not matter whether it's 99 years or freehold.
Correct.
Right? As long as it's within your budget, right? And to me, I'll always tell you buy 99 years. If you are solely thinking about making money only.
Yeah,
Correct.
and it has to be short term.
Yeah.
It's not long term
Correct.
holding. Yeah.
You cannot hold it long. You want to make the most money as fast as possible. shit, even sub-sale lah. You
Yeah.
buy from
Yeah.
yours, sell sub-sale, buy another one, sub-sale, buy another one, sub-sale.
Yeah.
Repeat the cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Minimally also, you will earn maybe about 150 to 200.
definitely.
Easy. Quote me if I'm wrong. There are some developments out there that do lose money. Don't get me wrong. They do lose money. But you have to do your research.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
almost always if you buy a new launch, that's the cheapest it's ever going to be. If the area is a popular area near key installation, like key industries, like maybe let's say you buy near the new Apple campus or whatever, right? Thinking like, okay, this place is going to be a hotspot for expats or whoever who want to stay around the area, then it might be a potential hotspot for like those people who want to be landlords. Yeah, then just buy and sell lah. So if you want to, the main point here is if you want to make money fast, it doesn't matter if you buy freehold or 99 years. To me, buy 99 years. So and like if Sri, like what Sri said, if legacy is what's important to you, then buy freehold lah. But you have to hold it lah.
Yeah.
You have to hold
so
it
for
until.
freehold is really you have the capacity to hold it
Yep.
for a long term and still
Value.
no guarantee. I said I'm not going to guarantee that your freehold property will make money, but freehold has been shown historically it will make money for as long as you hold.
Yeah, correct.
yeah.
I mean, the incline of the increase is greater on the 99 years compared to freehold. Freehold
Correct,
increase,
correct.
the incline is
Okay,
less
so why?
steep.
The reason why it takes longer to reach its growth milestones as
Yeah.
compared to leasehold is because freehold obviously is sold at a premium one.
Yep.
It's definitely leasehold is sold a bit lower, so it's easier for it to reach its growth milestones. But freehold, in that sense, people hold it for the longest time, so you can see that the growth milestone will be longer,
Yeah.
but it will still get there.
Yeah, correct. But but 99 years after a certain point of time, then you see the prices start to like stagnate, or increase very little, like very small increments lah. Because that will have to depend on the market movement ma. So I think we have spoken extensively on the purchasing a property in Singapore. Alright. Do you guys have anything else that you want to add on to the topic before I think we can end it?
I would say that anything and everything that we have said is really case to case basis. Like, it doesn't apply to everyone, but please take it with a pinch of salt and see how it can apply to you and really, really make your decisions based on that.
Oh, look at that. You hear that?
Agent 5.
Agent Fat.
Muka kerek sangat.
Sri, you got anything to close with?
Not really, but just take note when you're purchasing a home, don't do it, what they call it?
Haphazardly.
Yeah, something like that. Or something
Rash decisions.
Yeah, what's
lah.
that called? There's a term for it. Tiba-tiba lupa. Okay, anyway, when you're purchasing a house, right, it should be, at the end of the day, back to being prudent.
Yep.
Back to your financial needs and wants. Especially your family, because you are not buying just you yourself. Even though you are buying alone, you are actually... Alah, aku tak tahu apa nak cakap. Tiba-tiba otak aku mati.
Dia dah pernah.
Dah pernah. Oh, she's tired. See, agents working hard, sometimes can get this way,
From 12 PM kita keluar.
Kita non-stop sih.
Understand.
Like, just do it correctly. Know when to enter, know when to exit.
Yeah, but the
Get
key word
right
that you said was
opportunity.
prudent lah.
Yep.
Ultimately, don't get too emotionally involved in the purchase. If your
Correct.
key objective is to make money, then stick to it. If you really like the house because your wife said no, I want this house, then stick to that.
Your wife is always right, what?
Yeah, correct. My wife is always right.
Yeah.
Correct. Ultimately, for me, the most important thing for me when purchasing a property, this one really the key. The most important thing is to call me Riantino, the realtor you know. Okay, today we are ending it off already. So remember, call me Riantino, the realtor you know. If not, call Fat. She will be so happy to serve you. And Sri, she will work herself to the bone just to help you. See ya.
Bye.